Hi there, BookTube! My name is Christina, and yes, I'm filming the same day as my previous video. That's the reason why I'm wearing exactly the same things. But I really wanted to film this other video since it's still fresh for me, because I wanted to film a haul, and it's a haul of all of the books that I bought while I was on a 2-day trip in Bologna. Bologna is a city in central northern part of Italy, and I've never visited it properly, so I went there with my boyfriend to look around and visit and just wander on the streets, and you will see a video soon. I hope so soon, probably not very soon, but you will see sooner or later a video of that short trip. And on that short trip I allowed myself to buy some books, as I usually do when I'm traveling. And yeah, I know I just recently spoke about my book buying ban, but it's an exception. I was traveling and I really love taking some souvenirs with me. So first of all, I went to a regular bookshop, and I bought a bunch of books with the idea of reading them in the future to my boyfriend out loud. So I searched for something kind of short, and I found these two beautiful books. They're like booklets. They're very short, by the same author, by Junichiro Tanizaki, and the first one is called Libro d'Ombra, the second one is called La Gatta, or the cat, the female cat, and the Shadow Book. I don't know how they've been translated exactly into English, but they are kind of short. They're all around 100 pages, and La Gatta follows the story of this cat, so it revolves all around this cat, who is the cat of a couple that breaks up, and the man remarries, and the ex-wife tries to get to him through the cat, and the new wife or the new girlfriend doesn't like the cat, and so thanks to the cat at the center of it all, it really explores the psychology of women and what happens in a relationship and so on. So loving Japanese authors and Japanese way of writing, and seeing that it was discounted, as this big sticker tells you, and just being so lovely with these round edges. I don't know, I enjoyed the idea of reading it, so this is one. And the other one is actually a reflection on how, and here I really enjoy the content, it's a reflection on how we only value nowadays our sight, and the other senses are kind of dumped and neglected. And so this is all about it, on how we may enhance our other senses, and I enjoy this kind of strange content. I really want to read it in the future, and I hope that it will be worth it. And speaking about Japanese authors, I have something very special that I bought for myself and my boyfriend, and it's a map of Tokyo. And it's very funny because you can open it, and then it has parts with maps of different parts of the city. And the reason why I bought this one is because we're planning to go visit Japan. Finally, it's my dream come true in May. I don't know if I will be able to do so due to the illness that's spreading all around the world right now, and here in Italy it was kind of severe, and in Japan it is too, so I don't know if we will be able to go there at the end, but I really wanted to buy this one because it's handy. It has all of the underground lines here, so 10 euros, I thought that it was worth it. Next is again a book that I bought for me and my boyfriend to read together. I really wanted to buy something that could have appealed to him as much as to me, and it's a fantasy, but it's a kind of Japanese set kind of fantasy. It's by Lian Herin, and in Italian it's called La Saga degli Autori, This is the first book, Il canto del lusignolo. First, I really love this cover, and the book itself, I really enjoy this color. I really love this deep red color. And in English, this book is called Across the Nightingale Floor, Tales of the Ottori. And this is, again, as I told you, this is a fantasy, and it's the first in the series, and we're following this boy, young man, who is part of a village with a very peaceful kind of culture that gets completely destroyed, and he is saved by someone, and so he trains to become a warrior. I don't know if out of revenge or for some different purpose, but we're following his journey. And in the blurb, this book is compared to Philip Pullman's creations, and so it is set in this kind of historical Japan or China, just an eastern country. And I don't know, it really appealed to me for whatever reason, because I really love stories that are set in a historical eastern setting, and my boyfriend loves, of course, fighters, warriors, samurais, and so on. And finally I found a book that has all of these things all together, and we will see if we will enjoy it. And then my second stop was at a very particular bookshop. It was an esoteric bookshop, so it has all of the books about magic, about different religions, about different beliefs and philosophies, and Buddhism and Hebraism and Christianity, and all of the possible stuff that you may find at your heart's desire. And I decided to go for two books about which I already knew, but I never got to them. And the very first one is this humongous book by Robert Graves, and it's called I Miti Greci. It's written in the small font. It's full of myths and stories, because it's translation of I Miti Greci is Greek myths, and so we're going through all, I don't think that all, but a great amount of myths. And this writer has a lot of books of the same genre for different myths, like these are Greek, then he has something for Northern myths. So I believe that he's very great at researching and putting together all of his research and all of his work. And so I decided that it was the right moment to buy this book finally. And the last one, again from that same bookshop, is a book by Phyllis Carreau, and it's Il Sentiero della Dea, or The Goddess's Path, I believe it is called in English. No, in English it's actually called The Book of Shadows, and it's a fiction book, which is kind of rare for that kind of bookshops, because usually they have non-fiction content books, but this one is a fiction about the goddess and about the experience of a modern woman discovering the goddess, I believe, or something like that. So I was very curious to read something kind of different on this topic, since I've read a bunch of non-fiction books, but this is new, so I really wanted to give it a try. And this was it for this video. This was my haul, and I'm not regretting it. I know that this way I have even more books on my home TBR, physical TBR, but they are worth it. And with the exception of this one, that will for sure take me long months or years to be finished and read, all of the others I'm planning to read kinda, I hope, soon. And if you've read any of those books, please let me know down below, or if you're interested in some of them. And this is it for this video. I hope to see you very soon. I hope with a natural light, because it's kind of depressing to film in the dark and just putting on the artificial light and so on, and then after work I'm usually very tired, and you can tell it when I speak, because I just cannot find the words. But yeah, this is it for now, and I hope to see you very soon in the next video. Bye! Ciao!